Okay, so I spent about 20 years using this book and this book to attempt to teach myself to play banjo, bluegrass banjo, three finger picking style banjo. For most of the time, I practiced for a couple of hours a day, every day almost. And I learned some in that first year or two, but after that, I got stuck. I couldn't do any better. And so after about 20 years of that, came across this book, Earl Scruggs and the Five-String Banjo, which implies that it's written by Earl Scruggs, but if he credits Bill Keith, because Bill Keith actually ghostwrote this for him. And when I got through reading it, I realized that Peter Wernick, when he wrote this book, was writing it on the assumption that you already had this book. This one teaches you how to play banjo, or explains it, but Peter Wernick tried to make it more clear, and he failed in my case. So let's take a look at the inside. So there's some history of the banjo, getting acquainted with your banjo, some chords, it teaches you how. And one interesting thing about it is that it has both tablature and written music. For Peter Wernick's book, you don't need to know how to read music. You can do it all with tablature. The tablature has less details than Peter Wernick has because the rhythmic details are in the music. You've got to be able to read music. Anyway, go through this. So we're going to get to the song selection, which is the heart of the book. Now, Peter Wernick's book, there are a whole bunch of songs I wanted to know that are not in his book, and not in Tony Trisco's book either. But the Earl Scruggs ones, at least, most of them are in this book. So let's go through this. Foggy Mountain Breakdown. The order of songs is really strange. But they're in alphabetical order here in the table of contents. So there's the Ballad of Jed Clampett, which sounds more like the version Peter Wernick tried to teach me. Blue Ridge Cabin Home, Careless Love, Cripple Creek, Cumberland Gap, Dear Old Dixie, Down the Road, Earl's Breakdown, Flint Hill Special, Foggy Mountain Breakdown, Foggy Mountain Chimes, Good Times Are Past and Gone, Groundhog, Ground Speed, Home Sweet Home, Home Sweet Home, Silver Bells. Now, two different versions of Home Sweet Home there. Hot Corn, Cold Corn, John Henry, Little Darling Pal of Mine, Lonesome Road Blues, My Cabin in Caroline, Nashville Blues, 9-Pound Hammer, Old Folks, Pretty Polly, Randy Lynn Rag, Reuben, Sally Ann, Sally Goodwin, Shuck of the Corn, Lay Yonder Stands Little Maggie, You Bake Right with Martha White, also known as the Martha White theme, and Your Love is Like a Flower. So most of the Earl Scruggs songs that you might want to know are in here, but look at the rhythm. It's much harder rhythm than what Peter Wernick's version. So if you're going to try to use Peter Wernick's version to, this one, to try to learn to play banjo, you'd have to do this one second. This one is harder. But yeah. So, this is the biography of Earl Scruggs, basically. This is his life. His music is his life. So, third book that failed to teach me to play banjo. After I got this book, I did try to learn some of these songs. I got where I could sort of play Blue Ridge Cabin Home and Flint Hill Special, with sort of, but not quite. I've I've spent decades trying to learn to play three-finger bluegrass style banjo, like Ralph Stanley or Earl Scruggs or Don Reno, and I failed. Part of the reason is that first book gave me some bad habit about how to hold my hand. Part of it is the speed and the rhythm. That I couldn't just play and not think about it. I had to think and concentrate in order to hit the right string at the right time. And if I missed that string, I'd hit some other string and it wouldn't sound right. And I tried to explain this once. I even had myself psychologically tested. I tried to explain I don't experience time the way other people do. And I think maybe smokers don't have this problem as bad as I do, that I can't think about a task and do it as quick as other people can. When I got myself tested, they had me repetitively push a button to show that, yeah, you can move as fast as everybody else, but no. I can push one button, but if you want me to type, I can't do it that fast. I can't type fast. I can't play three-finger banjo that fast. So I use these three books, trying to learn to play bluegrass banjo for another 30 years, and wasn't making progress, wasn't getting any better at it.